Good afternoon, this is Zorina Spice. Today I'm going to make some bara, different kind of way like with saltfish for you guys to see and for you guys to try. So I'll see you next video. Today I'm going to make some bara with saltfish. It's a different kind of bara, so I'm going to show you. So I soaked the saltfish overnight. You could use codfish, you could use pollock, they're all saltfish, but this is snapper saltfish. It's a local saltfish that I bought, so I'm gonna make it with this. So I'll show you the rest of the ingredient. I'm gonna boil the saltfish for about 10 minutes because it's soaked overnight. If you don't soak it overnight, maybe you have to boil it about at least 30 minutes to take the salt off. But since I soak it, I'm only gonna boil it for 10 minutes, then I have to shred it after that. Okay, so now this is my bara mix. I have 2 cups of split peas powder, yellow split peas powder, 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I have 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. I have 1 small onion diced, very finely diced. I have 3 cloves of garlic grated. I have some hot pepper. You can use any kind of hot pepper. You could chip fine or dice fine. I also have here some cilantro, rosemary, and a few other spices in here like basil, herb. So all these is seasoning to give it a nice flavor. Some people would not agree with this, but I do like seasoning to give my food flavor, so I use it. But you could use less, or you could even not use any. I also we have some water for mixing and some salt. So here is the ingredient. Now I'm gonna mix this, but before I do, I already boiled the saltfish and I'm gonna shred it up. Then I'll show you the next step. Now I'm gonna show you all the ingredients I'll throw in here. So this is the split peas powder, the regular flour, the onion, diced onion, my seasoning, pepper, garlic, baking powder, and turmeric powder. Now the next step, I'll get the saltfish ready. Now I already boiled it about 10 minutes and it's very soft. So now I'm gonna shred it. I want to shred this. See, it's soft here. So I'm gonna get this shred up and then I'll show you the next step. But this is the way you shred it anyway. You just do it like this and you get it all shred up. Snapper saltfish is very, very delicious. But you could use the cod, as I said. You can use any kind of saltfish, codfish, or you get another one that you could use, any kind. But if you want this one, particularly this one, you would get it at the West Indian store. So we shred it up and then you see the next step. So now I shred it and take all the skins and bone and everything out. So this is how it's supposed to be anyway. So now I'll be adding this to the dry ingredient. So I'm adding this to the dry ingredient. So everything in here. So now I'm gonna mix it up. Now I'm gonna form a dough with this. You make this dough as how you can make a roti dough, not too soft. Something like this. I put it aside and I finish up the rest. So now you gotta go very slow on your water so that you wouldn't get too soft. So I'm gonna finish all this up and let you see the next step. Well, I finished all, so I'm gonna, it's like a dough. Kind of knead it a little. At this time, we're gonna add a little dry flour, and then I'm ready to cut it for frying. Now I want to show you, you cut a little piece like this and you roll it and make a ball like this size. This is good. So I'm going to finish all these up and then I'll show you the next step. Remember, you just break a piece like this and you roll it. If you get sticky, add a little flour. That's all you do. Now this is it. I'm gonna let it rest here for at least 1 hour. Then I start the cooking, or 30 minutes. So, you know, but I'll leave it a little while for it to soak. See you in the next step. So I add some oil for heating. You have to put enough oil so that you can fry this bara. So here I have to wait for it to finish heating, then I put it in. So it's been sitting there about 45 minutes, so I'm ready to cook. So here it is. I'm gonna put it in right now. I'm gonna start to roll it out and put it to fry. Now I'm gonna flour it a little. Then we roll it out. You have to always flour your board. So that's enough. So the oil is heating, so I'm waiting for that. Now this is another way. Instead of roll it with a rolling pin, you could do it like this with your hand. And you can put it in the oil, hot oil, to fry. So this is just showing you a different way to do it. So I guess the oil is ready, so I'll put it in. it's ready to turn. You gotta wait till it cook a little on one side, and you're gonna turn it out. Now I'll let it fry on the other side a little and it finish. So the bara is finished and I finish up all the rest. So now I'm gonna let you see the finished product. So this is my bara finished. This is a different version from the one that I made. So this one here made with saltfish, and it's more like a baked kind, but it's fried very nicely done. Tastes really delicious. I'm going to show you it baked very nicely, and the saltfish is all in there. So this is Zorina Spice. I want to thank you guys for watching. You have a beautiful day. Enjoy.